Welcome to day 5 of our self-care. It's flying by. Okay, today I wanted to talk about something that is so simple, which is taking a sacred bath. Many of you may not like baths or you don't have a bathtub. I'll talk about that in a moment. But for those of you that have a bath, it can be absolutely beautiful to take the time, whether you have little kids or not, shutting the door, taking it at night. So if you have a partner, they can be home to take care of watching the kids, and you can just close the bathroom door, fill that bathtub all the way up. What I love to do is do it at night, because obviously from what I'm doing, I'm taking everybody's energy off me that I worked with for the whole day. But I like when I have time, that's my favorite sacred thing, where I'll put a candle or two around the bathtub, usually about 3, 4, and I love it. And I'm in the dark in there with just the candlelight. It's my time for me. And there's nothing better than just allowing yourself time to take a bath. And we don't always have time in the morning because we're flying out the door, or we've got clients or whatever it is, getting the kids off to school. But for those of you that are at home, maybe you don't work and you're taking care of children, you could take yours during the day and when the kids are in school, and just allowing yourself to have that sacred time. I find that another thing that I absolutely love is adding oils to my bath. And depending on the mood I'm in and what I'm feeling I need, I'll use all different kinds. And sometimes I even use rose petals. Rose petals can make a bit of a mess. So if you're in a hurry or you don't want to clean up the rose petals, okay, I get it. But I will put that in, or excuse me, or sometimes crystals. If I'm needing more self-love, I'll take a big chunk. Oh, it's a little buried over here. I was going to show you a big chunk of rose quartz, and I'll stick it in the tub. You might want healing bath salts instead, or you might want to use bath salts and crystals and oils. But this can be such a personal thing to you that I remember going to my holistic doctor, and she was talking about how she loved to take a bath, and she had one of those, I don't know what you call them, they're bamboo and they go across your tub, so you can sit in there with a glass of wine or a coffee, or if you weren't using the candles, you could read a book, right? And you've got everything there that you need. And I'll tell you, that was the best thing I did, was buy that for myself, because I don't have to get out of the water to reach the coffee or the wine or whatever it is. I can be right there and have everything within reach. And you have your towel within reach in case you want to flip a page in a book or something if you're reading. But for the most part, I like to just be quiet and do a little meditation while I'm in the tub. So I will first of all determine, is this going to be a meditative one or am I reading? If it is a meditative one, then I will have the candles going because I don't have to really see. I set the stage, so to speak, and I'm able to do whatever it is that I want in there. I can just do a guided meditation if I want to bring in my iPad or whatever, or if I don't, I can just have quiet time. I told you, one of the things I absolutely love that's precious to me is no sounds, quiet. So if I want to just lay in the tub with the candles, close my eyes, just make sure you don't fall asleep. People can drown in just a little bit of water, so we don't want that happening. But just be quiet. Let your mind be quiet. Let your mind disengage. And you can even do something where you're saying, my mind disengages from everything from today. Because if you're doing it at night, you're preparing to go to bed and you want the quiet. So you're letting go. If it's something you need to pick back up in the morning for your next day, you'll do it. But just for tonight, I'm disengaging, I'm emptying. You can see your mind and all the thought forms emptying in the water, and just like they're going down the drain for tonight. Now, most of you that have been to my house know I have at least 300 oils in my cabinet, and I love them all. And so for years and years and years, I've used the Young Living oil, which I love. Recently been using doTERRA also. And sometimes I just have spiritual oils that I love from different people. So also, who was I going to say? Dr. Ravi from Aroma Tantra has great oils too. Nice and clean from India. So if you decide you want to, you might only have a couple oils and see, okay, it's lavender, it's nighttime and I want to relax. And you just don't overdo it. Put a few drops in, swish it around, breathe it in so it goes right to your brain and start sending the message to relax. One of the things that I love about Young Living, and doTERRA does it as well, is they will have themes like peace and calming or relax or whatever it is. So where they're a combination of oils to get you to relax. So if that's where you're at, okay, take inventory. Before I get in my bath, what is it I need? Do I need to quiet down? Do I need to let my inner self come out or my inner child come out? What is it that I need? And then pour some of that in the tub, swish it around, and just indulge. One great thing about the oils as well is that you can use oils for different things. Like this time of year in the winter, everybody's worried about COVID and those colds and everything. Young Living has, and this isn't a plug for Young Living, I'm just telling you what I do, has Thieves, which I love. So I will breathe it in. I will put just a couple drops on my hand if I'm going out where there's a bunch of people. Breathe it in, and I just put it in my energy field. I might put a drop on my throat. You don't want to put a ton there without mixing it with a carrier oil, but Thieves is great. RC, respiratory congestion, is another one of Young Living's that I use in the winter. So if you feel something moving in your lungs, breathe it in and you put a little with a carrier oil right on your lungs. Those are really good. In doTERRA, we have Breathe, which is okay, why can't I get this up? It's a vapor stick. Oh boy, it smells like what Vicks used to smell like. And you can just take a little and put it on your throat or your chest. It's called Breathe. Works very well. And we also have On Guard from doTERRA. Great stuff if you're getting sick or whatever. And, oh, very good. Yummy. Some of them you could eat. They smell, I'm not telling you to eat them. I'm just saying they smell so good. So with the On Guard, again, great. If you feel you're coming down with something, you might want to use some of that in your bath. Okay? And then we have Dr. Ravi's oils that I told you about look like this. He's got all different kinds. Some of my favorites with Young Living, Inner Child. When I feel like too much up here and I just want to play or, kind of down level, Inner Child. And again, one of my faves, Peace and Calming. I want to calm down for the rest of the night so I can wind down to go to bed. There isn't a soul on the planet that doesn't like Peace and Calming or Inner Child because they smell so good. And then your spiritual ones. These are usually much more expensive. I think this was like $60 for this little bottle. So you don't want to be pouring that in your bath, but you might want to, after your bath, take a couple drops and put it wherever you're guided to put it, breathe it in, and there you have it. So today, if you don't have a bathtub, you can put these on a washcloth and just mix it with the water and whatever. You can still have a candle in your bathroom. You can do what it is that you need to do. Have fun with it.